It's a very beautiful day in paradise here. Uh, 42 degrees, which is much, much warmer than we have had lately. Um, I'm sitting here watching the squirrels get at the bird feeders and reminded of a story when we used to live in a home that we kept a bird feeder right outside the kitchen window, and we had some friends over, and the window was open with a screen, uh, and my wife was having a nice visit with her friend there at the kitchen table, there in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, wham! Boom! A squirrel jumps off of the roof, tries to grab the bird feeder, swings from side to side, loses his grip, falls 2 stories to the ground, and takes off like a rocket. My wife's friend just jumps out of her chair, as anybody would, from the noise and the commotion. And they both go, "Oh my goodness, that squirrel, I can't believe it." So they calm down again and begin talking again, and it is not 3 minutes later that squirrel has crawled up to the roof again, and hits that bird feeder again. Wham! They swing back and forth. The squirrel hanging on by his claws like a trapeze artist to the bar at the bird feeder, and wham! It loses the grip and hits the ground again. I guess after that, we either took in the bird feeder for the night, or else that squirrel learned its lesson. But that, as Arlo Guthrie said, that's not what I came to talk to you about. Uh, these book banning councils that go to school libraries and public libraries for the children. It's not about the books. It's not about the children. The purpose is to marginalize and dehumanize the other, the other. In this case, the gay population of any community. Now, here's the problem with that. Besides it being conservative and pharisaical and hypocritical and ridiculous, besides that, here's the problem. It views children, their own children, as being remarkably stupid, which they are not. Children are not stupid. We did this in the last generation. We have experience with this before. When long ago, dinosaurs roamed the earth, covered wagons, all that, going to school with Abraham Lincoln, walking 8 miles uphill both ways in the snow. Anyway, we've done this before. Do you recall, if you're old enough, you recall we did this with reefer addicts. What they call it, Mary Jane dependency, insanity caused by terrible people who smoke that nasty stuff. And here's the problem with that. The problem with that is that we didn't say what was true. We told lies. And, well, I did not at the time. I was in elementary school and high school. The problem with that is that children are not stupid. They go to school. They meet the people who use marijuana. They talk to them. They have interactions. They are, in fact, alive and have brains somewhere above their eyebrows. And they find out that these people are gracious and delightful, just in the same proportion as anybody else. They aren't cooked in their brains. They don't have circles under their eyes as they are depicted by the previous generation, and they find out that the elders have lied to them. When you lie to anyone, you lose all your credibility. That is why in the past, the church and Christians, who are largely behind this ban the books, have lost all credibility, and that is why long ago, I can remember when no one wanted the church to be their political backer. First, it was gauche, it was horrible, it was nasty, it was purely Pharisee. But the main thing is politicians want people who will support them, good, bad, and indifferent. Long ago, the church didn't do that. Long ago, regardless of who they were, if somebody did well, we praised them. If someone did evil, we said, "You have done evil." Well, since that time, us evangelicals have sold our souls, and we have decided to become partisans. We have decided what everyone has warned us against doing. Uh, we have decided, good, bad, or indifferent, we must be Republicans. And thereby losing all credibility because we are lying now about these books that are designed to degrade and dehumanize gay individuals. In fact, our children, once again, they're not stupid. They go to school, they walk around, they live their lives, they meet their next door neighbors who are a couple of men or a couple of women raising children, having the same joys, pleasures, and difficulties as anybody else has, being delightful neighbors. Usually, in my experience, the people who are gay are much more gracious than the people who are trying to destroy them. Much more. Maybe that's because they have experience with being denigrated, and if you have experience being maligned and denigrated, you become a different people and more understanding of others. Our children are going to find out that we have lied to them. We have again lost our credibility. And since it's mostly Christians, evangelical Christians, who are doing that, who's going to want to be involved in that? Who's going to want to be a part of that? We have pissed on the church. We have pissed on in that well. And now who wants to drink from it? Nobody. You'd have to be a fool. That is the point and the object of book banning. It is horribly self-destructive, but that doesn't matter. We love to have power over other people, tell them what to do. It's what Pharisees and conservatives love to do. And so I suspect it will go on, and the church will continue stepping on its own foot, destroying its membership, losing its young people, because they are going to look around and find out that what we do is lie to them, and they're going to wonder, so what else are you lying to me about?